Alright, here we go. We are going to attempt to actually do a video from home. We'll see how it works with the wife and kids and dogs around. But we are going to talk about the verb estar. This can be found on page 115 of your textbook, so you could always refer back there. Now, the verb estar is a second verb in Spanish that means to be. If you remember, which I hope you do, we already learned the verb ser. That didn't work out. Let's try this again. The verb ser, which means to be. But ser is used for origin, time and date, relationships, physical or personality traits, and occupation. Okay, let's scroll up a little bit. So 5 uses of the verb ser, and just as a reminder, ser, wow, this is ugly. Ser is soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. The first number of your code is a 6. When we get to estar, same meaning, but different uses. Estar is used for 2 things: location and feelings/emotions. So, it is another irregular verb, which means it doesn't follow the exact pattern, but this one at least is close to a regular AR verb. If we start off with estar, 2 irregularities. Let's see if you can spot them. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, and están. So, can you spot the irregularities here? We have, as I said, 2 irregularities. The first is the Y at the end of the yo form. It is estoy instead of just esto. The second irregularity If you'll remember, regular AR verbs are o, as, a, amos, ice, and on. The second irregularities only comes in the accent marks, which are on, easy way to remember, accent marks on all A's except estamos. So if you see an A in the verb estar, it gets an accent mark, except for the estamos form. The next number in your code is a 4. The next number in your code is an 8. Scroll back up there. Now, that didn't work out well. Let's do some examples. So, for location, he is in the office. Él está en la oficina. We'll do a feelings. I am sad. Estoy triste. And finally, an emotion. They are excited. Now, excited is an adjective, so it has to match the noun. It is referring to they. So, ellos están. This is plural and masculine, so we do emocionados. They are excited. Very straightforward, very simple, pretty close to the regular AR endings. The last digit in your code is a 5. Just as a reminder, accent marks are very important here. And I will take off points if they are not in the proper place. Now, why am I getting so hardcore on accent marks? Well, here's why. If you leave it off, you have está. He, she is, or you formal are. If you leave your accent mark off, you have esta, which is this. Feminine singular. By the same token, estás, you, familiar, are, and then you have estas, which is these, feminine, plural. So accent marks are very important here. Make sure you remember those. Just a reminder, all A's except estamos. estás, está, estáis, están. That concludes our first video from home. Done without a problem, and we'll see you tomorrow.